night and day difference in what this thing did. And it wasn't ever really that big of a problem on sideband, but on AM, it was way too aggressive. But now on AM, it talks pretty good now. So I'm real happy with it. But yeah, it is a little bit. I mean, looking at it, there is a whole lot of buttons and knobs and all that kind of stuff. But now that I've had for such a long time, it's like. And I think now I can come out here with the lights off and still work this thing. So it's, and then you know how they are. Once you get them set where you want them, you kind of leave them alone anyways. But it's a pretty good little piece. So I am happy with it. And one thing, I didn't get the matching speaker with it because I don't really have a room up where this one's sitting right now. I don't have any room for that. But I did get the DMU unit too. So I have the DMU sitting on the side of it, and that gives me, that puts like your menu and you can watch them on the screen. Like I got a little 22-inch flat screen I got on this one, but it puts your menus up there, or you can do you got world clocks, and you got a band scope, you got audio scope for your transmit and receive, and that's actually the way I'm doing the video now is on the audio scope. But then you got rotor functions you can do, and plus memory and logging. There's a whole bunch of things, but the DMU is a pretty neat little add-on. It was expensive though. It was that and the monitor and the keyboard was probably about right around $1,000, but it was well worth it because it does kind of give you some a few more little bells and whistles for it. And then the thing is, I'm used to watching the band scope for everything I do. I'm always most of the time I'm on the screen with the band scope on there, but and when I don't have the band scope to look at, it's like it's like driving a car with your eyes closed. I've had it for such a long time. It's I got real spoiled having the band scope QSL.
Yes. Oh, but I agree 100%. I remember when. Oh, by the way, I haven't got a DMU unit at all. I thought about buying one, but. Not got round to buying one at the moment, Larry. But I remember when I had a Pro, an Icon 756 Pro 2, and I had it for quite a while. In fact, I've had 3 of them radios, and man, when you get rid of them and you come back to a normal radio like my 950 SDX, and they've got no band scope on them. It just takes a little bit of getting used to, doesn't it? It comes to the stage where any radio you're going to use, you need to have a scope on it. I know exactly what you're saying, Larry. It does get a little bit like that. I've got no scope at the moment, just the 2000 and the matching speaker. I know if I bought the SM230, the scope for the SDX, you can get a pan system on that where you can have a scope as well. So maybe that's the way to go, or maybe I should just buy a DMU unit, Larry, and give it a go. I have played around with one before, and I have got a 1000 rotator as well. So I could control the rotator from the DMU unit, which would be good as well. But there you go, mate. It's all money, isn't it? Anyhow, I'm pretty happy with this 2-element quad. Talking over there to you in where you are, mate, it's pretty good. So the 2 elements working very, very good. What I'll do is I'll just give you a bit of a demo, Larry. I'll turn the EQ off. I'll bypass the Behringer system. The only thing I will have on is the virtualizer, and that'll just gives me a little bit of reverb. So I'll just bypass it for you. And there you go. That's it doesn't sound too bad without the external EQ. That's just the EQ in the radio, Larry. And I'll flick it back in for you. Just hang on a second, and there you go. It's back in there now. So how are you still copying, Larry? 06593.
I still got a good copy on you. 43 Sugar Delta 593. I still got a real good copy on you. And now all the conditions are pretty stable right now, but the peaks on the audio, they're actually going over the S9 right now, so it's about maybe about 5, maybe 10 over 9, but probably right around 5 over 9. So just get into the. I always tell everybody I don't have a red. Everybody says, "Oh, you're pushing the needle into the red," and I always tell everybody, and you can see in front of you, I don't have a red on this radio, but you got the needle dipping into the blue over here now. But no, the two elements are working good, and you'll see too with because I'm still recording now. I think this one here it'll be a long video. It's going to take forever to load up, but it'll be worth it because you'll get to get a real good idea what it's doing over there, and you'll see. It's right about, I figure about 18 minutes into it, you'll see where you cut the EQ off and cut it back on. But it does help though tuning. I mean, it sounds pretty good right now. But I know like when I was actually I had the rack gear before I had the radio. I used to use the rack gear into a AM transmitter that I have, and what I would do is I'd run channel 1 to the AM side, and then I use channel 2 into this one right here. But you can like when you're setting it up, you can monitor the audio or listen to it on a different radio, or there's a lot of ways how you can listen to it so you can get an idea of what you're doing, or watch it on the scope and things like that. And I can always make it sound it's almost like no matter what, it always sounds good, close like this, or bringing it out of the monitor, straight out of the radio or something. But you don't really get a real good idea until once you hear it when it's out there and across the air, But the 2000 sounds real good over there. You'll like it when once you see this video. Once I get it loaded up, I'm sure you'll be real happy with it. I wish I had a camera on the needle right now so you can see what that 2 element's doing. I know you'd be real happy with that one too. I mean, that's. Like I was telling the guy I'm building this one for, he's kind of restricted on what size antenna he can put up where he's at, because he doesn't have nothing real big to mount it on, no tower. Then it's probably gonna end up on a push-up pole, and then where he's at too, it's kind of a hard area to talk out of because it's on the backside of a hill, and he's got a ground plane over there, a little vertical, and it's kind of hard to hear him sometimes, but. I don't really have the room for a large beam, but he remembers how the 2 element that I had, how I'd talk, and then we got another guy in our radio club that has a 2 element that he put up because he was restricted on what he can do over there too, and I mean no complaints at all about what I can make those things do. So, but that is, I mean. Here, before I keyed up, that's exactly what I was doing. I was out there cutting the wire off my roll, and got them all cut now. I got the spiders on the boom, the mass plate, the fiberglass is on there. So all I got to do is solder these wires up and make the insulator for the feed point, and then put the coax on it. So I should be done with that. I was hoping I'd be done this weekend, but I'll probably be done tomorrow. So maybe next week we'll put it up over there. But yeah, no, like I said though, you'll hear this video or be able to watch this video. You'll be real happy on what that thing is giving you. I mean, the performance of that thing is pretty good. It sounds good, and it would be even better. I got a little bit of static on the band now, but it's not much. It's not affecting nothing at all. But once you hear the audio on this side, you'll be real happy. And then too, I'm also receiving that 4K season, so I got to receive the width all the way wide as it'll go right now. So it makes it sound better on the video, and you got enough transmit bandwidth there to make this thing go to fill it up all the way at QSL.
Yeah, QSL, Larry. QSL, mate. Yeah, all copied, mate. Very, very strong here. Yep, the 2000 seems to work pretty good. But no, I'm 4KC wide on receive as well, and also the hidden menu on 4KC wide on TX as well. That's about as wide as this thing will go. I know my SDX will transmit it over 6KC wide, which is I get very good audio out of the SDX line. Okay, mate. Well, I just had a phone call while you were talking. I did listen to you. I've got to return a call to a very good friend of mine who wants some advice on something. Nothing to do with radio, Larry. I'm a carpenter by trade, and he's just doing a bit of renovation. And I said I'd give him a ring back in a couple of minutes and give him the advice, Larry. Okay, mate. Well, that's good that the two elements working good. I'm peaking quite a lot of power here, by the way, so that's just helping my two-element quad as well punch the signal across to you, Larry. Okay, mate. Have a great day, and good to hear you, mate. And I'll definitely listen for you again. I'm not very often being in this direction, but I'll probably leave this little two-element quad up and leave it towards North America for a weekend when I'm not at work. So if you hear me around, Larry, just give me a call, mate. Maybe I will give you a demo on the SDX with all the audio equipment on as well next time. But enjoyed talking to you, mate. Have a great weekend, and your friend there with the vertical antenna, definitely the loop antenna is the way to go. He'll definitely find that it will work a lot better for him, and he will definitely talk a lot more skip using a loop antenna, as you know, Larry. Okay, mate, best 7-3. I just got to make a quick phone call. I should be around on the radio in probably about 30 minutes' time, but I better go and talk to him before there's a bit of a disaster, Larry. 26 Whiskey Radio 06. Enjoyed the contact, mate. 43 Sugar Delta 593. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Peter. I'm right back. Yeah, all right. Well, I'll let you get to it. And, I'm gonna stop this thing. That's 25 minutes already on this recording, so I'll stop at 25. And like I said, you can see it. But if you just remember, it's number 6 of the boys, all spelled out. So it's NUMBER6OFTHEBOYS. So number 6 of the boys on YouTube. But yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna say 73s. I'm gonna get over here and finish up with this wire for this antenna. So I'll be floating around the band somewhere. I'll be out here, who knows where, but somewhere around here. But yeah, I was just thinking when you were talking about the transmit bandwidth on the Kindle there. This one here, I got it. This one goes a little touch over 6 kcs on the bandwidth. It's pretty much as wide. It might even go wider. I don't know, but I know where I got the high cut on the rack gear set right now. I am holding back on here, but if I go a little bit more on the top, and I don't really think it talks any better, getting a more top end into it. But this one will go just a touch over 6. But anyways, I'll let you get to it, and I will catch you out there sometime down the coax. Anyways, a good day, or good afternoon over there, I should say. 43 Sugar Delta 593. That's 2 Whiskey Radio 06 and 73s.
Yeah, okay, Larry. Enjoyed the contact, mate. Really have, and I will certainly leave this two-element quad up this direction and speak to you. Probably I'll be on later on today, well, in about half an hour, or you will hear me at the weekend, Larry. 2 Whiskey Radio 06, 43 Sugar Delta 593 in the city of Sydney, mate. Bye-bye, mate.
Click.
Separation Hotel Bravo 1. I'll be calling and listening 27.540. For further contact, please QS1 27540. OCQ calling CQDX, beaming Pacific. There is 43 Alpha Uniform, 161 a separation, Hotel Bravo 1 in contest. 43AU161 separation, HB1, QOV. QRZ Pacific calling CQDX on beaming Pacific. OCQ calling CQDX series 43 Alpha Uniform 161 separation Hotel Bravo 1 calling QRZ.
That's 2 Whiskey Radio 06.
2 Whiskey Radio 06. How you going, Larry? I did hear you earlier, but I didn't want to interrupt. I thought if I keep moving the band, you may find us, and well done. Progressive number, I'm active at the moment, celebrating 1 year anniversary for Alpha Uniform members. Progressive number 057, Larry, QSL.
Yeah, QSL 057, got that. Yeah, it's, I read something about that too. I was on the internet, I forgot that was today or yesterday, and saw the 1 year birthday for the Alpha Uniform group. Well, that's good to know. Let me make sure I got all the calls. I got the 43 Alpha Uniform 161. Is that a QSL?
Yeah, 100%. As you know, I'm also World Radio, but at the moment active, as you said. You've noticed it on the computer there with 1 year, HB, meaning happy birthday for 1 year. So the call's 43 Alpha Uniform 161 separation HB1 Hotel Bravo 1 for 1 year anniversary, and it's really been good. As I said, I'm 57 with your station, and I'm grateful for that. With your report is 7-9 over. You're 7-9 plus for your report, Larry. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I'm a QSL. Yeah, I got I'm looking at about a 5.6, 5.7 over here. On this side. Yeah, I was talking with Sugar Delta 593. I'm sure that's where you heard me. That was the first time I keyed up in a few hours. I was over here working on some stuff in front of the house over here. But yeah, anyways, I was actually going to run inside and grab me something to drink real quick. But I'll be around the band. But I heard you say contest, so I did want to give you that. I did want to jump in there so that way you can put that little extra point down there. But anyways, I'm gonna say 73s for a second. I'm gonna run inside and give me something to drink because I just finished. I finished dinner, went outside, worked on some stuff, and then started talking. And now I'm getting a little scratchy throat. I don't want to be coughing on the radio. I'm sure you can understand that. Anyways, let me ease back. It's 43 Alpha Uniform 161 HB1. That's 2 Whiskey Radio 06.
Those vocal cords. I continue, you're sounding good this side, as I said, good signal on the flat side. Not sure, I think you said you were talking to Peter, he's in Sydney, so a bit of a difference between us. But I guess you've got a bit of coverage there of the east coast of Australia with my contact as well. So thanks, Larry, I appreciate it, mate. And dude, if you want to check me out, I do check the Alpha Uniform SWL at DX Group. You can find my detail there. 73s, have a great evening your side. 06. Whiskey Romeo 06 from 43 Alpha Uniform 161 separation HB1. Cheers for now, Larry. Good luck, mate. Thank you again.
Alright, click that. Yeah, he was up there around Sydney is where he was. That's where he told me he was up there towards Sydney, so that's where he was at. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna like I said, I'm gonna run in there and grab me something to drink real quick, but I will be we'll be back pretty soon. And band conditions been pretty good all day around here, so it was a little slow start in the morning. Wasn't too much Europe in there, but pretty heavy DX all day long. So I'm sure conditions will be in there pretty good now. It's about it's coming on 8 o'clock in the evening on Sunday here, so I'm sure it'll be going for I would just guessing at least 2 or 3 hours at least. So hopefully there'll be some more contacts. But anyways, have a good day, and I'm back QRT for a second.
Your check-in was 057. 57 is your progressive number. 79 over is your report. That's through to Queensland, and do understand Peter in Sydney there. No conditions for us down the eastern seaboard at the moment, but I guess at some stage we'll bump into Sugar Delta 593 in Sydney. Cheers, Larry. Thanks again. I will be listening on frequency for further direct contact. I'll listen out for you again very soon. I'll be heading off to work in another couple of hours, and we'll try to grab a few more. get a few more numbers in the log. Thank you again. Check it out. Alpha Uniform SWL DX Group. 73s, Larry.
73s.